Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. They're lining up to boot it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. It's complete on the right side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground, he's got it again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Smith takes the handoff. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. You've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Robinson will throw. He makes the connection. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A chance to make an early statement in this one here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bannister. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now they'll run the draw. Running with power.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
The punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Running it back, it's good. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. A first down for the offense. To the ground with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Robinson looking to pass. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
For a jet sweep to work, you've got to have a lot of speed with the ball carrier, but how about the blocking downfield by his fellow receivers and his teammates going downfield and getting a hat on a hat? Nice job.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the run. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal for the offense. Robinson will throw. Into the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a piece.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bannister. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's got it again. Oh, what a move! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Allen. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews.
The 3rd down pass was complete to the wideout. Mark out of bounds at the 34. Offense facing 4th down.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The hand to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Robinson looking to pass. A little screen to the running back. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle. Now it's setting up 4th down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return, it's Madison. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the tackler. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He'll ride his man on the option. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Right back to the well. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Robinson will throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Parks. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can...
It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Off play action. Throwing right. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. All the way in for the touchdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're at defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's looking for a man on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Running back to the ball carrier. Gain of 2. Now, a 4th down.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's good. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Hands it off. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Robinson will throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Gets it out quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finds the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They've been overwhelmed so far in this 1st half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He wants to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Allen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Looking to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Robinson looking to pass. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Robinson will throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
We'll give the defense credit there. On 3rd down, it almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll bring it back. It's good. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
Robinson looking to pass. Makes his man miss. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And now they've moved into the red zone. Robinson will throw. Working the middle, it's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Bannister. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. Touch pass on the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. He breaks a tackle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They're going to run it. And he bangs his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. Robinson looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Robinson will throw. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Got his man in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Robinson looking to pass. It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Even the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the give off the left side. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, going to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. First down here for the offense. Robinson will throw. Grabs it in the middle.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
This offense doing business in the red zone. On second down, wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
Complete to the wideout. Gain of 4. That's a first down for the offense.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
On second down, looking again to throw. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. And it's in for a touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick off.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Robinson looking to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Smith.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They're going to throw it again. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Field goal is good. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Fires to the big fella. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give is to Smith. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Robinson will throw. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They're going to ride this running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Smith takes the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Robinson looking to pass. He finds his man. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's the handoff.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll run it again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Some misdirection with the counter. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got room on the return. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over.